Happy New Year, 2025. All right, it's time to get your guitars out, get them tuned up. I believe this is video number 6. Tonight we are going to dig into how to get different sounds out of your electric guitar. All right, so hopefully you, going back through the first few videos, you have your guitars in tune. So I want to talk a little bit about electric guitars and how we get different sounds out of them. So this guitar has 2 pickups. These are called humbuckers because they're double coils. As you can see, 1 coil, 2 coil, 1 and 2. And these are wired in series with each other out of phase. So we're going to talk about the knobs and how they work in conjunction with the pickups and the pickup selector switch. Yeah, this is really important because there may be certain configurations on your guitar. There might be like one setting that just doesn't sound good, but there may be some other settings that sound really great. And so you want to be able to find that. Trust your ears. Trust these here. Okay? So first of all, we have 2 pickups. All right? This is what we call the bridge pickup or the rear pickup. This will be the front pickup or the neck pickup because it's closest to the neck. The bridge pickup's closest to the, you guessed it, the bridge. All right, and this is the tail piece. This is where the strings, go in, and they have stops on the end of the strings to keep them from coming all the way through. That would be a problem if they didn't. So we have a volume knob here and we have a tone knob. So basically the volume works no matter what configuration you have going on. It's kind of a volume for everything. Unlike a Les Paul, which would have 2 volumes, 2 tones, a little more customizable with that configuration. But this still works, it works well. This is the pickup selector switch. So when the switch is down, we're on the bridge pickup. And I'll let you hear that with just a clean tone. All right. Now I'm going to put this in the middle. What does the middle do? It joins these 2 pickups in parallel. All right, so we're playing them both together. A little more bottom end and more of a rounder tone. Let's go back to the bridge. Go to both. Now we're going to take it up and go to the neck pickup. So notice the neck pickup got meatier, it got thicker sounding, and a little more of a woody tone. So amazing the difference. The pickups, really, there's nothing different about them other than where they're at in location, to the bridge. So the further away we get from the bridge, the warmer and the woodier the tone. And even if I pick further up, away from the pickup, get somewhere in between where I'm chording, get in right in the middle, it's a really warm tone. All right, let's go back to the bridge pickup. Big difference in how that sounds, okay? Well, you might ask, well, why would, when would I want to play on the bridge pickup? And I'll tell you, when you're playing like rock guitar with an overdrive pedal, like I have here, this is the Noble's ODR1. Just turn it on. It buzzes. Listen to this. Right now I'm going to put it in the middle. high end when you go to the middle, and you definitely lose some when you go up to the next. So it gets a little woolly when you're there. So go back to the bridge pickup. So it gets a little brighter, a little punchier, you get a little more attack. So that's when you would use the bridge pickup. So I'll turn the overdrive off now. Now I might want to use the neck pickup for jazz. Let's see. So it's nice and warm, but with a clean tone. It's got a very soft woody tone to it. I'm playing through a 412 speaker cabinet, so there's a lot of air moving off the speakers. So I get a lot of bottom end. When I say bottom end, I'm talking about bass frequencies. Let's go to the bridge pickup. You hear all that treble? That's what that pickup does. Now, people like Paul Reed Smith, who builds custom guitars, Paul calls this the treble pickup and this the bass pickup, and deservedly so. I'm on the treble pickup right now. Bass pickup, a whole lot more bass to that. So that, in a nutshell, kind of explains that. Now let's go to the bridge pickup. Let's work the tone control and let's see what happens here. Roll the treble all the way. It's called a tone control. It really should be called a treble control, because I'm rolling the treble off. So if you have a guitar that's a little too bright sounding, work with your tone control. Back that down some and then turn your distortion on. Now, this is a some amp builder's wisdom for you for your amplifier and how to set the controls on it, okay? So pretty much all of your guitar signal passes through all those knobs on the amp in the tone stack. Tone stack is your treble, middle, and bass controls, okay? So what I like to do is turn them all up wide open and play the guitar. You're going to hear too much of something in pretty much almost every amp you ever do that with. So find the volume you like, get all the treble, mid, bass all the way up, and play. And listen, let your ears tell you. It's probably going to be too boomy. 99 times out of 100, you're going to have to back down the bass. So play that. Turn the bass down some and then play some more. And what you want to do is you want to take away from maximum. A lot of people will tell you, well, just start at the 12 o'clock position and kind of tune from there. Absolutely, no. Do not do that, okay? Because you want to get as much signal through the amp as you possibly can. So by turning everything wide open and just taking away what you have too much of, you always want at least one of your tone controls to be wide open. That is the goal. When you do that, you're going to get the maximum sound out of your amp. You're going to push the tubes, better. And, tube amps always sound better when they're about to blow up, okay? So push it, push the amp as much as you can. So by doing that, I think you'll find you're going to get the best tone that you can get. And do that with your tone control all the way up on your guitar and your volume all the way up as well. Okay, and by by doing that, you know, then you can start to play with the tone control on your guitar. There might be times when your tone is a little too bright and you want to back it off. Just back the tone control back, and that rolls treble frequencies to ground and just kind of dumps them. You know, it doesn't dump all of them unless you just take it all the way to 0. That sounds awful, so I'm going to turn it up some. All right, one more thing that you need to know about electric guitars, the pickups. Especially if they're really hot pickups, you know, if they're super distortions or something like that, be careful how close to the strings they are. So there's actually a gap, not sure if you can see it, between the actual pickup here and the string. So what you want to bring the pickup down as far away from the string as possible, because what that'll do is it'll give you better sustain. And why does that happen? Because strings are made out of metal, right? They're either nickel or they're steel. And these pickups are magnetic. They have magnets in them. Well, what does a magnet do to something that's ferrous? It attracts it, right? So it wants to, the strings are vibrating in a magnetic field. So if the magnets are too close to the strings, they're going to create a magnetic pull and they're going to stop them from vibrating sooner than you want them to. You're going to lose sustain. Sustain is when you can strike a note or a chord and the string will continue to vibrate for a long period of time. That's good sustain, and you like to hear that, you know, especially when you're playing some blues. So if you ever hear your notes kind of peter out real soon, take a little Phillips head screwdriver and loosen these middle screws here on the pickup ring, and that will lower the pickup away from the string, and then do it, and then play and listen. Obviously, you don't want to take it too far because there are springs under here, and eventually you'll just back the screw completely out of the pickup plate, and then it'll be loose. So you got to be careful not to go too far. I mean, you want to take them down, you know, you want to be like between 1/4 and maybe 3/8 of an inch away. Don't go too far with it, or you'll have a problem. So experiment with that, and that should improve your sustain, and I think you get better tone with that as well. So give all those things a whirl, and we look forward to the next video, and hopefully you'll go back and practice the other videos as well, and keep going at it. You know, let's keep doing this. I want to see all of you who are serious. You know, I want to see you all get better and enjoy playing music, because it's something I've done for 42 years, and you know, I can't imagine not being able to do this. You know, I love playing music, and it's really good for the soul. And it also helps to improve your IQ. So God knows I need all the help I can get. Anyway, so keep at it, and come back for the next video. Look forward to seeing you. Happy New Year 2025.